Alright, war number 7. Absolutely a nightmare of a war for me. I'm doing the attack organizing for BG2, so we'll just take a quick look at their defense, which is a very good defense. These guys sort of peter-patter between bottom of Masters and top of Platinum 1, and have done for very many seasons, far more than us. So they're very experienced, and as you can see, their defense here is very well thought out. Kept us very stretched, like pairing Hyperion and Hitmonkey there. That's quite clever. Um, Putting on the Path 9 the combo of, I think it was Arcus and Korg. Yep, it's really clever placement. That kind of almost forces us to send two people that way. So yeah, they're really well thought out defense, really stretched us. We knew this was going to be a difficult war, and even worse is this was a Thanksgiving Day kind of war. Um, about 2/3 of the alliance is stateside, and obviously they're all hanging out with their families and enjoying their time off. And of course, we end up facing an Asian alliance who are doing nothing for Thanksgiving, so we're completely on form, which is incredibly frustrating circumstances to begin with. But oh well. So yeah, this very first fight here, I've taken this fight, I have no idea how many times. So many times. It's a really regular fight for me, but as you're going to see, it goes all horribly wrong. So my normal strategy is to try and get the petrified debuffs as quick as possible so I can shut down that kinetic transference. I'll occasionally hit into his block to try and get him to drain his power, but he's actually not. He's not draining his power into regen there, which is really annoying. I'm trying constantly to get him to throw specials, but man, he's being so cagey. He's so cagey. He's not wanting to throw any of his specials. And at this point, I'm at 3 out of 6. There we go. There's my first petrified debuff finally, but I'm in the wall here. Fine, I'll push him to a special 2, because now with 1 petrified I can tank that and not give him too much power, but he will not throw it. He will not throw it. And so I eat a special 3. Crazy. Just absolutely everything that could possibly go wrong in that fight. You know, the order of the debuffs, how cagey he's being with his specials, all goes wrong. I'm panic throwing a special 2 there because I mean I know I'm dead anyway just from his bleeds. Yeah, furious. I don't record the final takedown of that fight. I healed up Void and got it right in the end. And then I took a Sorceress Supreme mini-boss as well with magic, and it all went fine from there. It was just an incredibly unlucky, infuriatingly bad start. And then this fight doesn't improve anything at all either. I've taken this node. I usually use Quake. Unless it's something anti-Quake here, I use Quake for this node. But as you can see, I'm trying not to trigger Dex on myself because of Spite. At the start there, he's being incredibly passive. He just throws 1 punch and backs off, so he gets the powerful from afar. No accounting for that. You'll see from previous videos, I've literally taken like rank 3 things on this node, and they've never got to a bar of power. Because they're not playing this passively. But anyway, that special 1 frankly should have killed me. It's incredibly lucky that it didn't. Incredibly lucky. But there we go. We got the fight under control eventually. That was the only fight I needed Quake for, so happy about that. At this point, the war is definitely lost. They finished clearing the map while most of us were sleeping, and they cleared it very, very efficiently. You know, very few deaths. So at this point, we're just like, okay, we've just got to get the bosses down and try and preserve as much of our resources as possible. So I tried something that I really should not have done, and I'm going to say it's mostly down to the fact that I lost my Void in that very first fight against Blade and had to use like, I don't know, half of my potions or something, half of my available potions to half of the potions that I could have used for this clear to revive and heal up my Void. So I tried to use magic here, just it's kinetic transference and aspect of evolution. I figure magic can just lock him down. How wrong I was, obviously I did not play this well either. That first death that I gave really jarred me, and then that Electro fight jarred me even more because just these are fights that I take so often, nodes that I take so often. Everything just went so horribly wrong for both of them, so I try and use magic really here, not because I think she's better than Void, but just because I'm trying to preserve my Void. I've got a rank 3 thing at the end of this path that I need to take, and then I've got a rank 3 thing boss to take after that as well. So, you know, no shortage of challenging fights to do. So really it's just a case of trying to preserve the health of my Void so I don't like item out, because I don't think we didn't have another Void in BG2 that could have covered for me. So yeah, here we go. I thought I got to my special 2, obviously I didn't, so maybe I could have finished the fight if I hadn't messed up like that. I felt like I was getting into the swing of it a bit more, but there we go, and boom, you'll just finish me there. So that was horrible. And now you're going to see what I really should have done from the start, which is just grow a pair and have faith in my Void, and you can see that after a couple of debuffs are put on him, I do about as much damage in like half the time as I did with the magic. So crazy, bad decision making by me, but oh well. At least it's a war that at this point, it was a fight that didn't really matter in terms of how the war was going to go. So just good for testing. So yeah, more's gonna drop really easily here now. Just get a special 2. You can see that my Petrify is massively reduced his power gain from kinetic transference, and there we go, he just drops. Easy as. That's what I should have done. Anyway, now we have an actual interesting fight, which is this rank 3 thing. So you can see, yeah, what am I on there, item-wise? So down to 8. So yeah, but yeah, obviously the Ebony Maw and the Blade and the first 2 Void fights I wasn't worried about. It was these 2 rank 3 things that were. I haven't taken thing on this node before, so this was the first time. And you play it very differently to how you play the rank 3 thing boss. First of all, you can parry, which obviously good thing, but the bad thing is you don't want to be constantly throwing your special ones to all those debuffs. Not after you've got the Fear of the Void up, because you want to try and delay getting those extra petrifies on as much as possible. Reason being, once you've got Fear of the Void up and petrifies, kinetic transference power and the powerful from afar power get reversed, which means he could be stuck at 15 rock stacks with 0 power, and you have no way to remove those rock stacks. Which I did kind of tried to imagine what I'd do if that scenario happened. And I guess I just considered parry, try and control the map as much as possible, hit into his block, and just hope that the debuffs just do their work in time. So yeah, you can see here now that I'm not throwing my special one. I'm holding on to that now. Completely miscalculate there. That was incredibly stupid. But luckily he didn't throw his special, held it for a bit, so dodged a bullet there. And yeah, keeping the fight under control. You can see I've got a Petrify up already. So his power is getting reversed very steadily every time he... so look at this. Oh, he just gets to be... That was like 1 tick away from getting into that disaster scenario. So yeah, just actually get my special 2 this time, which is good. I'm like, oh, okay, please throw, please throw, please throw, please throw. So yeah, first time taking this fight, actually it went fine in the end. Definitely not a perfect fight by any means. A lot of things to improve on, but anyway, final fight, rank 3 Thing boss. I've taken this fight. This will be my 4th time taking a Thing boss on this, and I've done it successfully. Well, you'll see, but I have died once before, so I think I will just stop voiceover here and just play some music and save my voice for the next video, because I have really lapsed in keeping these up to date. So until the next one.